Get out of the car with your hands up. Put your hands up. Got a female coming out of the back seat on the driver's side.
What you're about to see is a situation that escalated in real time, second by second, as officers closed in on a vehicle that had already triggered a dangerous chain of events. There is no dramatic buildup here, no warning signs that feel cinematic in hindsight. Just active radio traffic, fast decisions, and a rapidly unfolding scene on the ground. At approximately the 1:20 mark, communication begins to tighten. The responding deputy reports that there is no clear activity yet, but something has already changed in the situation. The tone shifts quickly as officers begin coordinating positions, asking about backup units and nearby support. Multiple units are being discussed, numbers exchanged, and locations clarified as everyone moves toward the same developing incident. By the 3-minute mark, location confirmation becomes critical. Officers identify their position near the U.S. Post Office on 118 in Joyner. The coordination continues as units prepare to converge, and a short pause in movement follows, just a brief moment of stillness before contact. That stillness breaks at 4:06. Commands are issued immediately. The situation is now active. Officers order the driver to exit the vehicle with hands raised. There's no delay, no negotiation in tone. The priority is clear control of the scene. Seconds later, movement begins inside the vehicle. A female subject exits from the rear driver's side area. Almost immediately after, officers notice something else: a toddler stepping out from the back seat. Then another child, a baby, is confirmed on scene. The presence of children instantly changes the weight of the entire situation. Officers begin redirecting focus. Instead of only controlling a suspect, now they have to manage the safe extraction and movement of minors from the vehicle. A child is guided towards safety and placed away from immediate risk. Instructions are direct, controlled, and repeated as officers ensure compliance in a rapidly shifting environment. At the same time, officers are dealing with the suspect, who is still being ordered to move carefully and remain visible. The language becomes strict: crawl, stay low, do not make sudden movements. Every instruction is designed to reduce risk in a situation that is no longer just about a traffic stop or pursuit, but about safety of everyone present. As the scene stabilizes slightly, officers begin questioning the suspect directly. The first emotional escalation appears here. The question is simple but loaded. Why run with a baby in the car? The suspect attempts to respond, but the officers remain focused on control and accountability. What follows is a tense back and forth. Officers continue to give instructions while simultaneously processing the presence of a child in the middle of a high-risk stop. The child is confirmed safe and placed with an officer for protection while the situation continues unfolding around them. Backup units continue arriving. The vehicle is checked and cleared step by step. Officers confirm whether anyone else is inside, ensuring no additional risk is present. At this point, attention shifts from immediate control to full scene security and investigation. The suspect eventually begins to provide information. The reason emerges, clearly in fragments: no driver's license. That detail becomes a turning point in the conversation. Officers respond immediately, emphasizing the consequences of the decision to flee. The tone is firm, direct, and unfiltered. What makes this situation more intense is not just the reason for the stop, but what happened after the attempt to avoid it. Speeds, maneuvering, and the eventual PIT-style intervention are later discussed on scene. Officers describe how the vehicle was forced off the roadway, how it struck roadside objects, and how it ultimately came to rest in an open area. Throughout the aftermath, there is a repeated focus on one fact that overrides everything else: the presence of a child during a high-speed escape attempt. Officers repeatedly emphasize how dangerous the decision was, stating clearly that the outcome could have been far worse. As the investigation continues, additional details about the vehicle begin to surface. Questions about registration, tags, and identification arise. Officers note inconsistencies and continue verifying information while documenting the scene thoroughly. The suspect continues to speak, offering explanations, but the officers maintain focus on procedure and safety. The child's welfare remains the priority, with arrangements made to ensure proper care and placement with family or responsible guardians. As the scene winds down, emotional tension remains visible in the dialogue between officers and the suspect. Frustration is expressed, not only about the attempt to flee, but the risk imposed on a child during the entire incident. By the end of the footage, the situation transitions fully from active enforcement to post-incident investigation. Units begin clearing the scene, evidence is documented, and the vehicle is processed. What remains is not just a traffic stop that escalated, but a case study in how quickly decisions on the road can spiral into life-altering consequences within minutes.